we talk about it fondly just because we learned about songwriting while we were pursuing country music. And the feedback we always got was, man, we like your stuff. It sounds like Christian music, which we obviously never like took a no. It's like, oh, obviously. So that filled us with so much pride and joy that when it wasn't a crossover attempt. We loved Christian music. We grew up on Christian radio. So deciding to pursue Christian music felt more like coming home than a marketing plan. But at the same time, we try to write songs now, how country songs are written in terms of there's a story and there's a flow, and we're trying to take you somewhere. And I feel like that's served us. So I'm thankful.
That was our attempt in writing. There's a song on the album called The Commission, and we tried to write a country song about the person of Jesus, right? Country format song. Yeah. So we're looking at each verse is written from a different character in the Bible. And instead of just sometimes in Christian music, it's too easy to just take a bunch of Christian words and mix them up and throw them back on the page. So we're trying to take some of the art form that we've learned and apply it and try to really bring Jesus to life. That's what we're trying to do.
My first album my first CD that I ever got on a boombox was "Heaven in the Real World" by Stephen Curtis Chapman.
Yes.
What a good song. The whole
And then I bought Jesus Freak right after that with
Basically, there's not going to be a CCM reference that you make that we're not going to get. We were exclusively
all in.
Yeah.
Mark Lowry.
Yes.
Is that a CCM reference? Okay, so I'm trying to go down the road of like somebody that from that era that you might not have heard of, but
Deep cuts.
I don't know if I can even try.
Do you remember? I mean, there's some early 2000s ones that people don't know as well, like "Out of Eden." Do you remember any of that?
I remember "Out of Eden."
Out of Eden. Okay, this is a really, really, really like deep reference. Okay. Raze, R-A-Z-E.
Oh my gosh, that was my jam.
Yes,
both albums.
What was it? Dizzy that had I had the poster. I was all in it all.
Oh, 100%. I'm sure that those discs. I'm probably sure I have them somewhere, and they're all scratched up because they got used so much.
They're in a CD tower, probably. I'm sure.
Well, no, I wasn't that highfalutin. I had the binder. That was about
come on, binder.
Oh my gosh!
I love it.
We have Taylor's dog down here at my feet. I have to show you.
This is Willie Mays. She's a girl.
Can you say hi?
Hello.
What do you mean?
She's trying to play with a rock.
People ask us about what it's like to work with family. And I mean, like I said at the beginning, I didn't sing until I saw the girls singing. I wouldn't do this without them. And I feel like it helps so much because no matter how your song's doing on the radio or how things are going, there are a large number of days where you end the day feeling like I missed it. I'm not doing this right. I'm not doing a good job, whatever. And it's nice to have the three of us in the room at the end of the day to sort of bounce things off of each other and try to keep the focus where it should be.
It's very rare that all three of us are really down at the same time. There's usually someone that is in a better mood than the other two to kind of keep it up. Yeah, how do we? Well, what I do that you don't love is that sometimes I'll just like thump your hat, or I'll like hug you when you don't want to be hugged. Or I started pulling your hair the other day.
I think some of the classics, not super creative. We just a good old hair pull.
You don't have to do much. I think it's just knowing that Madison doesn't care if it's someone else's water bottle or coffee. She's gonna grab it, and if it's there, she's like, "Oh, thank goodness, I'm thirsty."
We don't know. Truly.
And that's not my favorite. Share a milk coffee drink with my sister.
The pranks also probably center mostly around being around the other people on the tour, because that's when the things come out. So
Almost
it's
like,
like
we're like 3 gremlins. Yeah.
the shared space, the common area, the catering, that's where the worst in us tends to come out.
I think our influences, we listed some of those earlier because we only listen to Christian music. But what's funny is when, the country thing happened for us, I just took a deep dive on I feel like, we've missed a lot of music. And what we weren't listening to was current country. We were listening to Fleetwood Mac. We were listening to the Eagles. We were listening to Leonard Skinner.
CCR.
Yeah. So I think just because we just connected way more to that. And as far as they always had, Leonard Skinner, for example, you're going to have a lead vocal and then you're going to have a little squad of girls singing background vocals in harmony. And it just makes the songs to me. So I think for us, we were trying to draw from okay, we have harmony, but what else can we do? And on Rise Up, it was amazing to just fill the room with gang vocals, as many as you could. And I think it makes people, they feel like that's what heaven's going to sound like. Or I think for some reason, not just us 3, but making our songs accessible to where everyone feels like I have a place in music. That's and that's what you're going to continue to see through all of our songs that come out.
They all got a little choir.
They get a little quiet.
And it's us making different mouth sounds. So we'll be like, rise up, and then rise up. And we just do lots of layers of us singing it with different shapes. Makes it feel big. Field day. Potato sack race, 3-legged race. Most of these are race-based.
Most of it is racing.
Hold an egg in a spoon.
There you go.
Whatever that's
blindfold, pushing each other. This is
sounds like
that
sounds like
I'm not sure if that took a fun turn or a dark turn with blindfolding.
We were
people.
homeschooled through elementary school, so field day was different at our house.
A really sad video of us doing field day. Taylor went to kindergarten and me and Logan were homeschooled. And so there is a video of Dad laying down a broom and us jumping over and Mom and Dad pretending to give us medals. It's the most homeschool thing you've ever heard.
Oh.
Hey, if you want to try out your harmony skills and change to a CAIN, we're open.
Yeah.
So, if you're missing out on the Martin vibe, just let us know.
Yeah, the last name is non-negotiable, but we're open to more members.
When that comes, we'll talk. We'll get all that going, and we'll see about kind of the honorary CAIN or something like that.
Yeah, I'll get the paperwork up.
Are you too scared?